Hey guys, Chart Stoppers back with another video. In this channel we take a look at different stocks and map out their key support and resistance areas on their chart. It's important to know these areas before you buy any stock, and it's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance is one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you either buy or sell. And also, if you're doing any day trading, swing trading, or options trading, you're definitely going to want to get familiar with this channel and support and resistance areas. Just to let you know, I'm not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only, but I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. I also provided a link in the description for Webull. You could use that to start an account and get 2 free stocks. I also provided a link for Robinhood. You could go ahead and use that, start an account, you'll get 1 free stock. And also, I will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks. So if you have a recommendation for a video, leave a comment below and I will try to get to it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button, and also have your notifications on so you don't miss out on any new content here. Okay, so let's get into the market today. Today is July 9th, 2021. It is Friday. It was a short week this week, so because of the July 4th holiday, on Monday they celebrated it in the market, so the market was closed Monday. But you could see here the S&P 500 is going to finish the week up about 1% today. The Dow is up 1.25%, and the NASDAQ is almost up a full percent at 0.91%. So the Dow is leading the day here, up 1.25%, with the NASDAQ and the S&P right behind it. Okay, so let's get into the stock I want to take a look at today. I wanted to go over Shopify. I got a request from a viewer to take a look at this chart, so I'm just going to go over it today here. It's currently trading at $1,489.12. It's up $25.78 today at the time of this recording, which is the equivalent of about 1.77% today. And on the week here, we are up 1.45%. On the month, this thing is up over 22% so far. So it's having a very good month here. Over the past 3 months, it is almost up 23%. So pretty, pretty good over the past 3 months. And in the past year, we have seen a gain in this stock of 45%, a little over 45%. So this stock is doing very well lately. You could see here on the chart that, this past month here, this thing has gone almost straight up. And you could see it hit a 52-week high recently, 2 days ago here. And that was on the 7th of July. And the 52-week high was $1,587.74. Okay, so you could see we are in a very nice uptrend right now, and it looks like it is forming a nice bull flag right in here. Let me zoom in for you so you could see that. Look at the nice consolidation right here, right around this resistance area. The resistance is going to be around $1,500. So we're sitting right below that right now at $1,490. So we're about $10 away. We're going to want to see this thing break above there again. As you can see, it already did break above there, and it wasn't able to hold above that area. So we're going to be watching that area. Let's take a look at the next support level here, and that is going to be around $1,300. You could see that was former resistance as this stock made its way up. It got rejected off of that area a couple times here, breaking above there and then falling back down during this correction here we saw lately that happened at the end of February into March and April, and bottoming out in May right here along this trend line. So you could see it did reach this area, got rejected off of this resistance up here, and it traded below there, getting held up by this support line around $1,000. You could see that was very strong support here. It hit off that a couple times here. You could see about 3 touches off of that during this correction. So that's how you have very good support. It did produce almost a triple bottom here around this support area at 1,000. So you saw a nice recovery after it did hit off there. you saw this thing, it did drop below our 50-day moving average during this correction, which I have here in the dark blue line. You could see there, it dropped below there. That was acting as resistance for a while during this correction and the consolidation period right in here. And we also dropped below our 200-day moving average for a couple days here, but nothing extended or prolonged. Just a couple days under there during the worst of this correction that we just saw. And my 200-day moving average is right here in this yellow line, and you can see it just dropped below there briefly and recovered nicely above there. And we're sitting way above our 200-day moving average right now, so that's a very good sign there. Let's see here. You could see below our $1,000 support line, we did have another strong support area around $900. You could see on the way up, we broke above that $900 area and then eventually breaking above our 1,000 area. But we had some very nice consolidation in this area, and that's looking like what it's doing right up here almost. You could see the big break to the upside, and then you had consolidation before moving up again. So hopefully, that's what we're doing right now. As you can see, you had a nice break to the upside, and then it looks like it's starting to consolidate again for its next leg higher up here. So we'll see in the future, but as you could see here, this $900 area was a nice area where it consolidated, bounced off this support a couple times before moving back up. And just, another support line to keep in mind here is around $715. We saw it hit off there before, consolidate, and then move higher. So that's just my last support that I have drawn in here. I don't see it falling down to that area anytime soon, but just to keep in mind that there is support there also, okay? And another thing I wanted to talk about on this chart, you could see I have these two trend lines here. This is a parallel channel that this thing has been trading in since, back in 2019. You could see it wasn't really defined in this channel, but you could see it's pretty much been trading inside these two parallel trend lines since the beginning of 2019 is when it got into this area, and it's been bouncing up and down off these trend lines ever since then. So you could see, we had some nice touches off this top trend line. We also had a bottom bounce off here and another bounce during this correction that we just saw recently. So that does confirm that this is a valid trend channel here. So I'm just going to switch over to our weekly chart and we'll see what we could find there. And you could see the weekly chart even that it is, inside of this trend line here, or this trend channel, and it is trading nicely in between our two trend lines. So you could plan out trades if you want to by how close it gets to one trend line. If it gets up here and it looks like it's going to reverse back down to the other trend line on the bottom, you could go short up here, or you could wait till it gets around this trend line like right in here on the bottom and create a long position for the bounce off the top trend line. So either way you want to do it, that would be a very nice trade to work out in the future. Okay, so let's looking at our weekly chart here. You could see we are above all of our moving averages. It looks like our trend line is following our 50-day moving average on our weekly chart, and that was acting as support on the way up. And we are above our 8-day moving average also on our weekly chart, which is very bullish too. We are way above that actually, and all of our other moving averages. So nothing really much going on this one. And you could see, our resistance is going to be right around this area at $1,500, which we are very close to right now. So I'm just going to switch over to the 4-hour chart, see what's going on there. And it looks like right now on our 4-hour chart, we are a little bit below our 8-day moving average, but we are above all other moving averages. You could see my 21-day moving average here in the light blue, and my 30-day in the green, and also my 50-day down here in the dark blue, and the 200-day in the yellow right here. So we're just in between our 8-day and our 21-day moving averages on the 4-hour chart. So just watch that. It looks like maybe this 8-day is acting as a little bit of resistance, but nothing crazy. As you could see, it was just trading above there yesterday. So we'll see what happens with that. I am expecting, it looks like this consolidation is happening for another leg higher. So I would definitely watch maybe around this area, around $1,450. That looks like the support here for this consolidation. And, if we break below that area around 1450, you might see a little bit more to the downside because that looks like it is support. So just keep an eye on that. But it looks like we are going to be trading and break above this resistance point here at $1,500 for our next move higher on this one after some nice consolidation in this area. So everything looks good here. I'm just going to switch back over to the daily chart. And, this is a very nice looking chart. It's just going pretty much straight up on a nice little pattern here in between these two trend lines. So there's not much going on this one. No downtrends to look at. And you can see we have our nice uptrend here. We're above all moving averages. And we're coming up to a nice resistance point where it is consolidating. It's been consolidating for, let's see, about a month here, going back to the middle of June. So you might see a little bit more consolidation in this area before a nice breakout to the upside. In my opinion, that's what I think will happen. But, just like in here, you might see some consolidation and maybe a break to the downside before that next move up. So you just got to watch that. Like I said, watch that $1,400.50 area for support. If it does break below there, I would maybe wait to enter in till it gets around down here around our trend line. Okay? So that's about it for this one. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps me out. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have your notifications on so you don't miss out on any new content here. And I want to thank you guys for taking the time out and watching this video. And we'll see you next time on Chart Stoppers.